Yo, yo, yo. Tune in, don't miss. Shaggy TV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. Cue the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
Super Bowl Sunday. We are live for our Monday night replay. Sorry I didn't do them both on Wednesday. Just a lot of stuff with the family this week. And, man, that throat. Cannot wait to go in and get those surgeries done. I am pumped to get them out of the way. But, boy, happy birthday, Joe Canellas, man. One more trip around the sun, brother. You made it. Hopefully we get to see that thing finish on the podium here. I have no idea. I'm not going to lie to you. I did see the picture pop up, but it was a quick scroll. So I did a good job of ignoring that. I have no idea who is going to finish where. Is now our leaderboard will look a little better here when cars do roll out and start qualifying. Sadly, on the replay files, it doesn't give us the data of the people in room 2, as you've heard me talk about. So you only get to see the one room off the replay there in practice. But everything all good except the heat race that Keith isn't in. We won't see a checkered flag. Cassidy ended up getting a little slow to the line there. So the General Andy Patton going to be the first guy here to start lap number 1. Let's see what the 87 can do. Always quick in a pro late model. General puts lap 1 in the books. 14.19 for Andy Patton. He is quick time right off the bat. Gary Offit, another guy keep your eye on in that 94 machine. A slow opener lap, P8. Gonna look for a lot more. He's not gonna find it. Tightens up, gets on the bars there. He's gonna lose it. Greg Boydell comes across the line, the Iron Man in the 014. P3, now P4. Greg Parmalee knocks him back a peg. Let's see if Greg, that was actually his second lap, so never mind. Greg not going to improve, not going to have a chance to. No time. As Scott Tice rolls around here in the 24 machine. He always comes out to play in the dirt. I mean, I think he'd be honest with me, you know, and I feel I'm the same way. Maybe a little more hit or miss on the asphalt side of things, but you get Scott in the dirt, that's where he feels comfortable, and you can see it there. A purple Sector 2, that's quickest out of anyone. Just funked Sector 1 and couldn't make up for it. Just too big in the hole. Chris Reinhold here in the 71 machine. This is his out lap, I believe. So let's go find the birthday boy here in the 1K, Joe Canellas. He is on lap number 1 at the moment, so we'll see him pop up on the timing sheet this time. Not a good Sector 1, though. He's going to want a better lap here this second go-around. Canellas, 10 out of 14 guys at the moment. Or no, that is 13 times. Excuse me. Need to learn how to count a little bit. 13 does come after 12. And Joe Canellas crosses the line. Green, yellow, slowed down in Sector 2. Not going to speed up the time. Canella's going to have to stay with P11, and let's be honest. Might be more like a P12 after this man is done. The Flamin' Hot Cheeto purple. Sector 1, hate to say I told you so, but maybe I told you so. Are we going to get a purple sector too? We don't. It's green. What's it mean? Keith Kincaid, top of the charts in the 17 machine. Wasting no time at all. Well, I mean, I guess technically did waste a little bit of time. Went out last. Let those guys, you know, fill the heads up a little bit, get a little hope in those race cars. And, well, I mean, like Joe may be doing today on his birthday. Keith just absolutely smashed that pinata. And he got all the fast time out of it that he could. Keith Kincaid should roll off P1, Heat 1. We have 16 cars. Actually, Pat Boyce. I thought he wasn't going to put the lap in, but he does now get out there. He should have time to. These guys run a 5-minute. So after Pat's done here, we'll watch these laps. We'll go ahead. We'll skip through the rest of qualifying. Librarian. This is going to be lap 1. The other one was the out lap. This will be the first one to count. Pat quicker through sector 1. Looked pretty good there through 3 and 4, actually. This may be a top 5 lap or close to it. No, I'm way off. P12. The Librarian got to find some more time. He does in sector 1. It's green once again. Can he nail 3 and 4? Pretty good here for the Librarian. Let's see. That's more like it. P4. I'm telling you, he must have just been going so slow down the front stretch to that opening lap that turns 1 and 2 were just, you know, bad, because that car was smooth. I'm wrong a lot. Ask my wife, but man, not by that much. And that's more like it. More of a smooth lap. You know, you get to see these guys, and it's pretty neat, man. That's one thing that I'm good at in real life too. I love it. I can, man, we'll go to Lincoln, and I'll take a couple of my buddies. And I'm telling you, I can almost get to within a tenth or a tenth and a half just by listening to the cars being there so much. And you just learn the, you know, tricks of the trade, as they say, I guess, here. There will be 2 heat races. Let's take a look at that starting lineup for heat race number 1. Row 4 to the outside, the 42 of Gary Offit to the inside, the 1K of Joe Canella. Row 3 to the outside, the 1-9 of Russell Harold to the inside, the 75 of the Mayor, Steve Bixler. Row 2 to the outside, the 014 of the Iron Man, G.J. Boydell to the inside, the 88 of Dave Brill. And row 1 for heat race number 1 to the top shelf, the 87 of the General, Andy Patton, and starting on the pole, the man in that 17. Oh, the Tennessee Tornado. How have I never noticed that before? I mean, we got to work that in a little bit. That one's good, too. I mean, obviously, Flamin' Hot Cheeto on the car, but Tornado might have to come through, suck everybody up, you know, one time throughout the season. Just pick them up, spit them out. Maybe what he's doing here in New York. Today, we'll have to see one more trip around, and the boys will get set to go play here at the Weed Sports Speedway. One of those tracks that, I mean, this ain't news to you guys. I wouldn't think you've all run it before if you're watching this stream, I would imagine. I mean, this turn 1 hard as hell. So, you know, you got to respect that guy in front of you, and you better hope the guy behind you respects you. Because it is everybody going into turn 1 is going to have a different lift point, different brake point, and we're all going to have to mold them together here as the night goes on through. As we take a look to that New York sky. The sun is high, and so is the green flag. Let's watch it wave. 10 laps to play. Hopefully the boys can behave. Andy getting that good run. Does he take a peek under Brill? Can't do it. He's got the nose there, but Brill able to hold firm. Gets that good run off the outside. That's your top 3 right there. Well, I should say top 4. Your leader gone. We knew that was going to happen. Keith Kincaid. Oh, Andy Patton. He goes around. Yellow flag waves. And I couldn't tell. I mean, obviously, there was a little nose behind that, the 75 there, Steve Bixler. But I couldn't tell if it maybe starts a little earlier or not. And, yeah, that does. I mean, he's going around. Whether Steve gets to him or not here and gives him this little tap, he's going around. Honestly, it could have been a lot worse for Steve. Does a good job of getting on the binders, and luckily nobody to the outside of him. And holy crap, we almost just clicked live. We almost did it. Almost did it. And that would have messed up this replay file. So we are going to cheat. We are going to go like this. And we are going to get him to the 1 to green. I should actually, you'd think, and actually, you know what? I just had a good idea. There's no reason I can't save a replay overlay that I just delete the live button. As the green flag set the wave, we are back underway. Should have 7 laps left to play. Car single out there until we get to that battle for third. The Iron Man trying to look low on the mare, but Steve Bixler holding firm through 3 and 4. Boydell's going to have to try it all over again. Is Dave Brill doing a better job, too, of this run? Maybe figured out a couple tricks of the trade. He's staying a little closer to the Tennessee Tornado out front. 5 laps to go. Boydell looking on the bottom of 2 once again. There's still plenty of grip down there to put that hammer down and, search for that run. But it's here, going into turn 1, that if you go too low going on the front stretch, it's such an awkward corner that you're going to basically wash yourself out on the entry. If you start battling too hard, as Russell Harrell and Gary Offit, they start battling a little bit. That reels the general back into those guys. Andy Patton almost runs over the back of the 94, gets a run, peaks low. Leaders coming off of 4, 2 laps to go. Keith Kincaid rolling down the backstretch here, built himself up a pretty nice lead after the caution flag, almost up to a full second. As the white flag waves, 1 lap to play. Dave Brill watching the Flamin' Hot Cheeto pull away, but at the end of the day, a P2 going to start P3. I think he's going to like some of that. As we roll through 3 and 4, checkered flag waves. The Tennessee Tornado, Dave Brill, Bixler, Boydell, Patton, Offit, Canellis, and Harold round out the field. I just noticed DJ commented on this. What is going on, DJ? I never really look at my own chat. I don't know if you're still here, but what are you not doing? Aren't you supposed to be in Florida for your big FTM shindig down there at Volusia this week? What a race last night, too, by the way, at Volusia. The Concrete King, brother. 15 minutes from my house, Anthony Macri gets it done, representing for Pennsylvania. Oh, I love to see me some of that. Row 4 to the outside, the 68 of Rob Cassidy to the inside, the 55 of Ben Gunther. Row 3 to the outside, the 71 of the Rhino, Chris Reinold to the inside, the deuce of Todd Holloway. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 54 of Chris Farmer to the inside, the 04 of Greg Parmalee. And row 1 for heat race number 2 to the outside, the 41 of the librarian Pat Boyson, starting on the pole, the 24 of Scott Tice. Also, I know not to be lame, but what else is going on this morning? You guys got in the Super Bowl. Just out of curiosity, people that are watching, I'm gonna take New England. I got no dog in this fight. I'm a Redskins fan, or Commander, but I have a Redskins tattoo, so that's never going away. I got that when I was 18 or 19 years old, so that is not going away, and the Redskins will be a part of me till the day they put me in that hot box and burn me up, and I guess put my ashes in a box. Whatever they plan on doing with me, I'll be gone. I don't care. So, just, respect the tattoo. Going is all. You take a look to the sky. The green flag is high. 10 laps to watch the dirt fly. Heat race number 2 is underway. Oh, right away, Farmer slides up, gets up in the outside wall, able to continue. We got a side-by-side here for 4th. Holloway on the bottom. Rhino upstairs looking to stick the horn back low. He does. Crisscross. Reynolds throws the slide job. The 0-4 of Parmalee. He eats the wall. He goes around. No caution flag waves. Yes, a caution flag waves. And we'll see what happened here. It's just easier if I do it like this. I can't click the other thing, or I am going to get myself into big trouble. Yeah, he just drives it in there too deep. It's the right front of the wall. Tries to straighten it out. Clips Reynolds. We'll have to see. Does he have heavy damage? He took a nut. Oh, does he have heavy damage? He has very heavy damage. And the Rhino going to have to take a trip down pit road here, not where he wants to go. Oh, shit. Crap. Excuse me. I got Scott, Isaac, and Joe commenting on my Facebook side. I didn't even have that up. And I appreciate that, Joe. That means a lot. You know, I got the viewing Tuesday, and then the wedding. Oh, fuck. I wish it was a wedding. The funeral is Wednesday, so. Yeah, man, definitely a tough time for my cousin and his kids. I can't imagine what they're going through. Scotty chiming in. We got Slide Job chiming in. Isaac Salas there. Mr. Salsa himself. I don't know if Isaac got down in that Florida crew or not. I don't know if he's going down there, if that was, like I say, just an FTN deal. I don't. And again, the scientist, he stayed home, so. You know, if they don't have the guy working all the test tubes and stuff down there, it may not be very safe to have a meeting. About all, you know, the smartest member. I mean, it's called the scientist for a reason. He's got to be the most intelligent SOB in that group. He struck pools off, though. We look back to the sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch the dirt fly. 8 laps to play. We're back underway. Sorry, to do a little quick math there on the fly. You know, yeah, it is only a +3, but the number's going to change. They cross the line, so it's a real quick, you know, if you've hit the vape this morning, maybe while you were going to the bathroom and waking up, it's tough. It's tough to, you know, process all this stuff. Is Scott Tice out front, 1 second. Good night. I mean, he did that in a lap and a half. And there we go, Isaac. There we go, yeah, okay, so just an FTM. There we go. Yeah, I'm your entertainment. Where are you? What are you doing on Sunday that you can pull out your dang phone? You don't even get to watch the Super Bowl today? I'd have called in sick, brother. 5 laps left to play. This is the closest battle in the racetrack. Holloway trying to hold off Chris Farmer there in the 54. The 54 machine, he's close, but he's got to get closer. And you're going to want to throw that slide job into 1 and 2 if you can do it. That's where you want to set yourself up. Don't really want to play that game in 3 and 4 and let the guy counter under you going down the front stretch. Caution flag waves one more time. I am going to assume it is Greg Palmer. Oh, good assumption. Yeah, he just tries to send it in deep, throw that slide job in 3 and 4. Gunther pays the price, so does the 4 machine. And the caution flag waves, we lose 2. I mean, 2 birds with 1 stone there. And there we tried to unmute my mic and accidentally clicked our grid music there. My apologies, I had to clear the throat. You think they would have put the mute button and then the start the, you know, the music button back up on said headset, not within, you know, a fat people finger of each other, because that's, I mean, come on, they know they're gonna be guys like me getting this headset. What are you doing? putting the buttons so close together. I mean, you need to. I mean, let's think. Look at this. I mean, let's give it a hot dog, circumference in between the buttons. I mean, I'm not saying I got hot dog fingers, but, I mean, hey, there are going to be people out there bigger than me. Gotta be thinking about them, too. There we go, working out in the middle of nowhere. That's right. You do the oil stuff, I think, don't you? I forgot you did that. So I had a buddy who did that for years, man. When we got out of high school, he loved it. And I mean, he made great money, so I'm sure you do too, doing that. But, then when he had kids and stuff, just changed. He didn't want to do that as much, going out there, being gone from the East Coast as long. As the green flag set the wave, we are back underway. Should have 3 laps left to play. Scott Tice off to another good jump. Got the Librarian in P2. Pat Boyce just working it here, trying to stay a little closer this time. Coming to 2 laps to go. Chris Reinold trying to work under Chris Farmer. Can't do it. 71 not giving up, though, continuing to work. There's plenty of grip down there. You just got to find a way to make that car rotate as the white flag waves. 1 lap to play. Down the backstretch for the final time. Into 3 and off of 4. Checkered flag set the wave, but we won't see it because Keith isn't in this one. Tice, Boyce, Holloway, Farmer, Reinold, Cassidy, Gunther, and Parmalee. Yeah, man, that oil field stuff, like I say, he used to... Well, I was... his name is Kerry. I was a big benefit of that. Kerry was awesome, man. He's one of the better friends I've ever had. He treated me so well. I mean, he took me to a Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Islanders Game 6 game in New York when Pittsburgh had the chance to clinch. They did clinch right in front of us in overtime because we were sitting on the glass, baby. And, man, when they came over to celebrate, that was right in front of us, man. All the Penguins players did their big hug and all their handshake. I mean, right in front of us, inches from our faces, as I came prepared with a crappy New York Islanders jersey. And right when Pittsburgh scored that game winner, baby, Brooks Orpik, top shelf, me and him stood up, ripped that jersey in half in front of a stadium full of Islanders fans. And I've never gotten hit by so much alcohol and popcorn in my life. I mean, it was, excuse my language here, but it was fat ass this, fat ass that. That's all I heard the whole way. But, brother, oh my God, what a night it was. That was honestly one of the best nights of my life. It was incredible, man. We stayed across the parking lot there from, what do they call that place? The Nassau Coliseum, I think it was. And, man, all the Penguins fans were there across the street. And the Marriott bar stayed open until 5 in the morning. What a night that was. But, all right, I give the pipes a break. I actually am going to give my voice a little break, so I am probably not going to... Let's see here. I'll do this. Give myself a break. Checkered flag waves on warm-ups, and we get set to go play here at the Weed Sports Speedway for your Pro Late Model Senex Short Track Championship Series A main. Let's get ready to take a look at your starting lineup. Row 8 to the outside, the 04 of Greg Parmalee to the inside, the 19 of Russell Harold. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 55 of Ben Gunther to the inside, the 1K of Joe Canello. Row 6 to the outside, the 68 of Rob Cassidy to the inside, the 42 of Gary Offit. Row 5 to the outside, the 71 of the Rhino, Chris Reinold to the inside, the 87 of the General, Andy Patton. Row 4 to the outside, the 54 of Chris Farmer to the inside, the 014 of GJ Boydell. Row 3 to the outside, the deuce of Todd Holloway to the inside, the 75 of the Mayor, Steve Bixler. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 41 of the Librarian, Pat Boyce to the inside, the 88 of Dave Brill. Row 1 for tonight's A main here at the Weed Sports Speedway to the outside, the 24 of Scott Tyson starting on the pole. The 17 of the Flamin' Hot Cheeto, Keith Kincaid. One more trip around here at Weed Sport before we're set to go play. Now, like I say, don't hold that breath here. We may get a caution or two to start this thing. Obviously, the war of attrition will then start to play out. But I'm telling you, turn one's gonna be nasty. I like to be as honest as I can here, and it's this place, man. It can be heck on you. So let's see what we got here. As we look to the sky, the green flag is high. Let's watch the dirt fly. 35 laps to play at the Weed Sports Speedway. Oh, the Iron Man on the inside. We continue. No caution flag waves. Couple hiccups there through 1 and 2, but all in all, boys make it out. No trouble. As Tyson Kincaid look to pull away, we're going to go back. We're going to find this battle. Chris Farmer, actually the Rhino, gets by the General there in the 87. The 71 making up ground on the bottom. But Andy not going away, continues to hound the outside. The General clips the outside wall. Gonna have to smooth those out here if he wants to get that top side rolling. No hiccups. You're going to be giving up spots like that. We're on to lap 4. Bixler trying to work to the outside here of the 41. Boyce rolling that middle bottom right now, P4. Doing enough, and now he slides up in the outside wall for the 75. On the lid, caution flag waves, and well, we don't need to make him relive that twice. We actually caught it live, so tough break there for the Mayor, who hopefully can get out of here. When I say out of here, get out of pit road here, because we're doubled up. He makes it back out. If he doesn't, and it doesn't look like he's gonna, if he would pull to the top there and stop, be ready for another yellow flag. This is one of those places that if you stop on the racing surface up there coming out of the pits, yellow flag will wave as we're back underway. Lap 6 here at the Weed Sports Speedway. Oh, we almost went 3 wide. They decided to play nice there. That could have been bad. The 87 comes up in front of the 54. Now we are 3 wide. Here we go. Chris Farmer loses 2 more. We got a group around here in the back. And that's the 1K and the 55. Let's see here if we can. Let's go like this. I'm afraid to click the other button. It's such a habit of me to want to click that live button. See, Joey noticed he was coming in deep. He tried to lock it down. You could see him getting the brakes, and because he sends himself around, but just gets enough of the 68 there that caution flag does wave. We'll re-rack them, restack them, do it one more time here at Weed Sport. Green flag waves. We are back underway. Lap 8 here at Weed Sport. Running out of time. Going quick. Oh! We're going to be back under caution here. I hate to tell you. But let's see what happened. I told you, turn 1, man. This is actually the first one, though, that turn 1 has been a victim of. But restart after restart, it's eventually going to breed into some problems. Let's see if we can see what happened here. So the 2, yeah, he just gets loose and comes up in front of the 54. That was never going to work there because you can see then the traffic jam. There's nowhere for the 54 to go. And they're just going to pile in here. As if you hear my dog bark, I'll get the screen to go away. My apologies. My wife and I were feeling rather lazy yesterday. We did not want to go shopping for Super Bowl stuff yet. And it is freezing cold. I wanted to run the smoker, but man, it is like 7 degrees here in Gettysburg. I am not doing that today. I'm not. So she is just going to run to the store and get other snack type of stuff to make. I'm not sure what we'll eat as the main meal here, but I know I'm not going to have anything to do with it outside on the grill. That is what I can guarantee at this moment in time. I'm not too sure either why it's got Keith not as your leader, but he should be your leader, as we see. It's kind of why I stopped the pause there to see if it would re-update itself, or the fast forward and just went to normal, but it doesn't look like it is. See if when they get the green flag here, maybe it changes for us. Oh, they clicked the lights back on though. The lights were off there, but now they're back on, so let's go ahead. Skip that. We'll see. It's telling me 25 to go, so I can't do that math on the fly. We'll be, 27 to go. Not sure what lap we're on, as we're back underway. Rhino on the outside. Got a battle right away. That's Todd Holloway trying to inch inside the top 5 in the deuce. They get close. They touch. They bang. Whoop. No caution flag yet. Now we get one. See the lights come on the ambulance. It only took a couple tires rolling down the racetrack for said caution to pop up. And well, you can kind of, obviously, Chris, he doesn't have to give him any room. He's there, but he gets run up the racetrack, so they're both going to pay for this. But this is, let's go on board. I'm interested to see this one. Because this is one, now obviously not to single anybody out. He wasn't the only one that does it, but I kind of heard through the grapevine, that, hey, when we see guys wrecking, we're supposed to, maybe start slowing down. And we saw this guy wrecking for a little bit. And, but actually now Well, that's the giveaway there. Okay, so we can't. Now, sorry, Russell, for even bringing that up because, and this is not what you want to see. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my screen up just so I can use my little pointer. Watch this. You don't want to see this. You do not want to see that. That's the dead giveaway. So, I mean, he pins the throttle and comes back down the racetrack. I wouldn't have been very happy at that moment in time if I was Russell Harold, because you could see it was in one of those spots where, I mean, he's got to go. It's not like he's driving through that, but there's no smoke there. But everybody in here seen Days of Thunder. You gotta enter where you saw that crash go, because that's 8 out of 10 times that's not where they're going to end up. They're going to slide and go somewhere else. So where he, initially pins it towards the bottom of the track where he comes up from, and by all rights, like I say, the race car should have stayed up there, but it didn't. And that's just a tough break. And Russell Harold, does he know he does not have a right front tire right now? Or maybe he doesn't care? If he doesn't go down... Oh. If he doesn't go... Oh, okay. I was going to say, if he doesn't go down pit road here, we might as well just skip ahead to the next caution. That was going to happen behind him. And, yeah, that's a tough break. But, Joe, I assume that damn was to what I said. And, yeah, I would kind of be feeling the same way, I mean, I get it. You never... It sucks when you're in an accident, but, man, you got to hold that brake. That's the first thing you're taught. And, I mean, let's be honest. We're not pointing fingers. This is all for fun. But in a situation like that, too, we would have nobody to be mad at but that guy, driving the race car. But, you can only be mad at yourself there. I mean, he kind of ran the 71 up the hill. He was there the whole time. There was nowhere else to go. And it's the compounding of the mistakes that definitely that will tick some guys off in the future, I would think, as the pace truck gets up to the top of the racing surface, set to pull off. You're gonna have plenty of time. 25 laps left to go, and my mom's dog is out front barking. I'm gonna put this on TV4. Like I say, my wife's gone. They must have just left this dog outside. I gotta let him in. Okay, my apologies. Now I hear my dog barking, so they just got him in the back. My wife probably didn't realize that I just heard him barking out front, but hey, everything's all good. I love dogs. So, I love this racing too, but I ain't letting a dog outside in the freezing cold. No chance. We continue. Top 4 are really kind of doing their own thing. They're all spread out. You see about the same gap. Pretty big gap, then back to P5. And then it's about that same gap. We're getting that single file guys starting to, slot in line maybe where they should be. Now, as soon as I say that, we got a 3 wide here with a lap car. That was a little sketchy. Close call, Andy Patton trying to work it. Steve Bixler doing the same. Here we go. And Bixler's a lap down, moving and grooving. I don't know if he'll get a chance to get back on the lead lap, but right now, first driver a lap down. That's Keith Kincaid out front by 1.1 seconds here. Starting to really extend that gap over Scott Tice. Oh, here we go. Battle on for the final podium spot. Well, actually, Holloway is a lap down in the 2. So, he pushes up the racetrack, gets out of the way. Steve Bixler had some damage. He gets off the racetrack. What's going on, Butters? What's going on this Super Bowl Sunday morning? This Brill looking to the inside, trying to get on the podium. He does. Does he finish the slide job? Park it up there. Caution flag waves. He may have to give that one back. We'll have to see. as what happened here. I am not getting any information from any SDK stuff. So I noticed the tire was laying right there. Yeah, let's see if. Okay, so do we think it starts? Nope. So that tire was already laying there. So that deal with Bixler, that came from Bixler. So, sorry about the realism here. I'm just going to keep clicking through here. And then when we see that yellow flag wave, if we catch it. Is it a car maybe coming back out? That's what it was. Or no, there we go, there we got it. So it was Gunther and Cassidy, but Cassidy able to turn it around quick. And that's why I didn't catch it. You can see the contact there. Cassidy, he's getting loose. He was going to clip that inside wall, but he just gets helped around there by the 55. And I didn't see him sitting down there behind that bright light. So shame on me there. So go ahead, we'll skip through this caution flag. Go ahead and get to the 1 to green. Should have 17 laps left here when we do get the green flag. -1 +3, that's the math. That's how I'm coming up with that till SDK changes it. And we are back underway. Oh, the Rhino sends it in there, gets him to the side of the 94. Moves him up the racetrack a little bit. Move the Rhino into the top 5. Chris Rhino. Oh, we see a caution flag wave, though, and it's for the boss man, Rob Cassidy. One more time. He was sitting around in 1 and 2 this time. And it looks like just another solo spin here for the 68. Just a little too heavy on the throttle, goes around, and not able to get that thing straightened out here before the caution flag waves. And re-rack them, restack them, do it one more time here. And like I say, I'm not too sure why SDK likes Andy Patton in the lead and all that right now. But your leaders are Keith Kincaid and Scott Tice, 1,000%, unless, somehow they got lapped. But I am not seeing that have happened. And, man, let's see here. I'm going to risk resetting mine to see if it says something different than yours. And if it does, okay, then right as I reset mine, you fix this for everybody. Jesus. Keith Kincaid now back out front. Pulling the score sheet. Brill holding on to that 3rd and final podium spot. Oh boy. Caution flag waves yet again. And this man back there by himself. I got a feeling this may be 3 in a row here for the 68. And it indeed is. Let's see. Yeah, just drives it in there, gooses it around, and caution flag waves. I did, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but, I think I do know my podium because, I got 4 guys sitting down there hanging out, chit-chatting with one another, so that's pretty cool. Not very often do I get the whole gang to show up on the replay night. I like that. It's always a win, for the broadcaster. Sure. Let's go ahead. Let's get this to 1 to green. Thought we were 1 to green that time, by. So apparently it takes 2 laps for this to reset to where we can see Keith out front again. But the green flag waves. We are back underway here at the Weed Sports Speedway. Oh, you can see them knifing through each other 2-3 wide right away on corner entry. That does not work here at Weed Sports. Somehow they made it work this time. 13 laps left to go here. This could be quick if they stay green. Lap times happen fast here, 14.5 seconds. So if you plan on making a move, you gotta hit that groove and do it soon. Brill holding on to that third and final podium spot. He's got the Librarian trying to take a peek down low. It's a little sideways on corner entry, loses time. The Rhino's got to lift. 11 laps to go. Boydell working in the middle of this pack here. He's thinking about making it 3 wide. But you got to play nice. Got to leave room here. He goes in there. Little contact. Using the right front. He's got to be slow getting back on the loud pedal. He's got Farmer on the outside of him. Boydell now he's got to get back on the horse. 9 laps to go this time by for the Tennessee Tornado. The 17 out front. No. Caution flag waves. Lap not going to count. We're going to have to do this all over again. And I think this is never what you want to hear. But I think this may be the 4th time here for Cassidy. Let's see. And it looks to be another solo because nobody is around. He's just going to drive it in there too high. You'll see him grab you already know, going to grab the wall with the right rear, then the right front's going to eat it. And that probably broke it at that point in time, so it's just going to, keep that thing careening into the wall. And Canellas gets by with a little scratch. Caution flag waves, damage is done, and tell the boys they got to go out here, do it one more time. That's right, single file within 10 to go. Within 10 to go, we'll have 9 laps to go, so I was waiting for him to double up. The 1 to green, that's not happening. Green flag is high, it's set to fly. The Flamin' Hot Cheeto with a great restart, but man, Tice right there as well. One of his better restarts of the night. Is he close enough to make a big move? No, he's not. Goes right back to the bottom, trying to find a little grip. You got to go where the leader is not, but there's just not any down there, and he may have to lick the paws here, fall in line. As the yellow flag waves one more time. Let's see who we got this time. Okay, so it's not here. And I told you, if the car pulls out on the top of the racetrack and goes slow, that's your caution flag. And there we go. Gotta redo this one more time. Looks like they shortened that one. There's the green flag waves. We are back underway. 9 laps left to play. 8 laps left to play, excuse me. I lost one there somehow. I have to see, can the boys stay green? Do we give them a little bit of time to race for this middle step of the podium, or do we have another piece of laundry fall out there on the racetrack? Coming to 6 to go. This time by as the drivers roll off of 4. Brill goes right to the outside in that 88 machine, trying to reel them in, but another caution flag here. And what do we have here? Another one where I am not getting any help with anything. Nobody pulls out on the racetrack, right? There's nobody behind. No, because the caution flag had came out. So it's green right there. Let's try to find it. Oh. Well, we found it. We found it. Joe just going to enter in a little early, clips the inside wall, and boy, oh boy, did we find it. Big shot there for Joe Canellas, who did tow. Tried to get out of there to keep the field from suffering another caution flag, but couldn't do it in time, and that was still that's things, like I say, us broadcasters, we see stuff like that. That's as quick as he can get up there and hold that escape button down. But Weed Sport, man, tricky racetrack, and we're seeing it once again here. 5 laps left to go. Can Kincaid hold on and win the show? Good jump there. We're battling for 4th. GJ Boydell, or for 5th, excuse me. Boydell puts himself inside the top 5. Gets around the 41 machine, but not for long. Pat Boy screams back on the outside. Greg sends it in deep. On the bottom of 1 and 2, the Rhino gets a little bit loose. Boydell gets a 2 for 1. Move the Iron Man up inside the top 4, 3 to go. Scott Tice working the bottom here, but it's just not enough. Hasn't been able to pull to the rear bumper here. The 17, only 2 more trips around. The Sun here in Weed Sport. We are running out of time. Boydell, can he get to that bottom step of the podium? He is trying. He is getting as close as he can. But the white flag set the wave. 1 lap to go. The Flamin' Cheeto trying to bring the Tennessee Tornado up to New York. And so far, mission accomplished. One more time through 3 and 4. The Flamin' Cheeto sees the checkered flag wave, and he wins at the Weed Sport Speedway, followed by Tice, Brill, Boydell, Boyce, Reinold, Farmer. Or no, Chris Reinold there must have wrecked at the end, or, because, yeah, it shows him dropping down, or he got a DQ on incident points. It's got him dropping back down to 9th. Last car on the lead lap. Oh, wild finish, but we made it. Wild finish, but we made it, and now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what lap I go to here to try to do these interviews, because we did not get a lot of green flag laps in a row. Yeah, this is our most we got right here. So we're going to have to rework lap 11 a lot. All right. Here we go. Like I say, they're all waiting, so let's go ahead. We'll pull them up. 3rd place finisher in the 88, Dave Brill. Dave, man, the boys behind you, they had the gloves off tonight. Lots of cautions. Didn't give you a lot of chance to get some racing done, but, man, you're able to hold on to P3, maybe even the 2nd fastest car, but it's one of those, we'll never know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a great run. You got to be happy with the podium.
Very, very much so, Shaggy. Like I say, it's a tough group. Everyone, the whole field is pretty tough, and just trying to keep that car, keep it down, keep the momentum rolling, and Weed Sport is a pretty tricky track as far as getting your rhythm and finding that sweet spot to turn and letting off throttle. And later on in the race, there it was that upper side was starting to get really, really super thin. There wasn't a lot of traction up there the last few runs, but it was fun. Good run.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, Dave. And do you think, obviously it's a coulda, woulda, shoulda, but let's say, we end that thing with a 10-lap green flag run. Do you think because the cushion was getting so thin on the outside, we might have been able to, work the bottom a little bit through 1 and 2 and see some more passing done?
Well, I think you're right on track with that. I've seen Scott, later or late in the race try some lower lines, and they just I didn't see any like real progress there. So I just I kept I stuck to the top, and that, like I say, that top was getting pretty thin. That traction was getting pretty thin up there. So yeah, I'm sure the bottom would have came in later on in the race if
Yeah,
we would have had some decent runs.
yeah, and you mentioned, man, Scott, he was trying to make it work, but I mean, you saw the same thing I saw, just not getting any leeway. So why not stay up to the outside? You know, maybe he makes a little mistake and we steal P2, but hey, at the end of the day, another podium for this 88 machine. That's a great way to kick off Super Bowl Sunday, brother. Congratulations. You got anybody you want to thank?
You got it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Shaggy. Appreciate everyone that tunes in and watches this. I need to shout out to Keith and Joe, Rob. Those guys are all, making it possible that we can race these races. And a big shout out to Keith. Keith puts in a ton of work on these programs, and I greatly appreciate him and the whole Senex community.
Yeah, man. I have, not to throw shade at other groups, but I've done this for a while, man, and there are some cancerous groups out there, Dave. But you guys, man, you all get along. You put on a great show, and I'm telling you, that's the suction right here. You know, everybody gets along, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to have some fun. So keep that attitude and keep the good spots rolling, Dave. Hopefully, I talk to you again soon.
I'd love to. Yeah, have a good day, Shaggy, and happy Super Bowl day.
Dave Brill bringing home P3, and now we're going to talk to the man who brought home P2. Scott, man, you were trying to make it work. It seemed like, you had to go to the bottom there early, obviously, because Scott's up top. You're trying to make it work. It wasn't working as well, though, in the middle of the race as it was towards those last 5 or so laps. But now, all those caution flags couldn't really let you gather the momentum. But do you think in another world, hey, we get 10 laps, green flag to close this thing out? Do you think you would have had something for him on the bottom? The top was starting to get thin.
Yeah, I think the bottom would have definitely came in if we could have got some laps on it, some racing laps. But I don't know if I could have done anything. If it's there for me to get, it's there for Keith to get too. So, but it would have been interesting to see. But all in all, we'll take a P2, and look, I get to talk to Shaggy twice in 1 week. So come on.
Yeah, man, nothing wrong with that. And I'll tell you, Weed Sport, one of those places where, let's be honest, even if you feel comfortable here, you never know if you're going to get that podium. I mean, so much stuff can happen in front and behind you. And, man, we kept seeing that in turn 1. And, it's one of those things where I guess it's, well, obviously they say caution's breed caution, Scott, but it's one of those things where, I heard, who was that? That was Dave who just said, and he brought it up. It's such a momentum track. The track's constantly changing. You need to figure out your lift points, how you're going to rotate the car in. And I mean, this is one of those tracks that, correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but man, cautions never really help you anywhere. But I think here, arguably, they hurt you the most because, it's just restacking up everybody and then you're behind somebody new again. And you really don't know, how they have that feel for the track. What's your take on it?
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Here, it's all about rhythm. It's all about finding, getting comfortable, lap after lap after lap. You can pick up a little something here that you may have missed the lap before. But I think they said
Well, after you said, I think they said, Scott, your mic cut off.
I think they said we only had like 5 or 6 green flag laps, in a stretch. So, it's really hard to keep that rhythm. And then when you got somebody like Dave that's behind you, you're having to run and protect. I mean, it's tough. You need those green flag laps here, to get that rhythm and to get stretched out and to start finding your marks,
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, not always on the cards. And, you got to run what you brung. You're able to bring home a P2, and that's a hell of a way to kick off this week break. Congratulations, Scott. 2 podiums. You got anybody you want to thank?
Absolutely. Thanks, Shaggy. Want to thank MRL again, for giving us this platform. All the Senex guys, Joe, Rob, and Keith for keeping the wheels on the bus. And thank you, for broadcasting this stuff, man, putting it out there and making it exciting.
Well, hey, this is a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again. It sucks we got the week off, but hey, I'll talk to you again next week. Good luck, Scott.
All right. Thanks, Shaggy.
Scott Tice bringing home P2, and now we get to bring up the belle of the ball here. Wasn't sure if we were going to make it to this point. Keith, you kept having to survive restart after restart. Not that I was expecting a mistake, but man, you're going to be due for one here on a restart eventually. But man, you were able to hold off, and stay true to the front. Oh, man, how hard is it, though? And, I was talking to these guys. How hard is it? I mean, even if you're in the leads, Keith, I think we had maybe 6 green flag laps run, the longest. It's got to be tough to keep your momentum up out front.
Yeah, it makes it extremely difficult. Yeah, that ended up being the never-ending race, caution after caution. But yeah, anytime you have a caution like that, it increases your odds of having a bad restart, and then you're battling for the position. And it takes you out of rhythm too. And a lot of this dirt racing is about rhythm, finding your rhythm. Once you kind of get in the zone, you can hit your lines lap after lap. So yeah, it definitely made it a more difficult race.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you're talking about rhythm, and this has nothing to do with you, Keith, just trying to, help everybody else out. And, I think you could stand on this too. Sometimes you don't want to get in the brakes, or lift out of the throttle, but really, you are keeping that momentum, and it keeps you in a good attitude inside of that car, saying, oh, I lived through that, now I can go work by this guy. Rather than sometimes, some people think, hey, we got an opening, gotta go for it now, gotta make this move while it's there, when necessarily, that's not always the case. I watch guys like you and Scott, sometimes it takes you 3-4 laps to set up a move. You gotta make sure you're going to do it the right way.
Yeah, it's all about calculated risk. I mean, you can throw the car in there hard and try to create an opening, but if you can catch the other guy off guard and get a smooth pass, you're just going to be faster in the long run.
Yeah, and that's what makes you guys so fast, man, because you're able to keep up that momentum. You're not throwing it in there deep, sliding those rear tires across the track and chewing them up, man. You just let the throttle come back to you and let it eat. And, well, you're eating another checkered flag here today. Congratulations. What a way to kick off the Super Bowl Sunday, brother. You got anybody you want to thank?
Appreciate it, Shaggy. Yeah, I want to wish Joe Canellis a happy birthday. Today's his birthday. He's one of our founders for the league. Great guy. Hope he enjoys his weekend.
Turning 50, right? 51?
62, I believe.
Oh, I was trying to be nice.
No, I'm not going to be nice. But I want to thank all the drivers that come out and race with us. You guys are what makes this league what it is, and we continue to grow and bring in new drivers, and it's just going to get better as we go. So, wish everybody a happy Super Bowl Sunday, and next week's an off week for the league, so enjoy time with your family, and we'll see you guys in a week or so.
Hell of a job, Keith. Can't wait to talk to you again, man. Enjoy the week off.
Appreciate it, Shaggy. Thank you.
Keith Kincaid brings home the win here at Weedsport, and with that, we wrap it up. My wife, I think, no kidding, is pulling in the driveway right now, so that was perfect timing. I better get my butt outside. You guys take it easy. Have a good weekend. We'll be back in a week and a half, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. Take it easy. I'm Zach Chapman saying so long.